Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of the Doing It 365 podcast. It's your host, Sir Influential out of Flags 365, and of course, I'm ecstatic, I'm excited. It's been a little while, but this guest was worth the wait. We had to do it right, we had to do it justice, and especially for this particular moment, as we're leading into the month of March, it's all about the women, and especially as we lead into Valentine's Day weekend, it's all about the women as well. But this guest is a lover. She is a lover of many things. She's a lover of fashion. She's a lover of music. She's a lover of pink. And she's a lover of Amapiano. My guest this evening is the amazing, and yes, I mean that wholeheartedly, amazing DJ Skayy. DJ Skayy, how are you doing?
Okay, Max.
Welcome. I'm nice. I'm good.
Hello.
Happy. We're here. I know you're a busy woman, and I'm glad to have just a moment of your time to chat, to really get into the depths of who DJ Skayy is and her journey so far. So straight away, people, please take this moment. Look in the description below. If you are new to DJ Skayy, her link to her IG is below. And it's just like her name as well. Just type in Skayy on IG and you'll find her. And she's really dope. And of course, this episode is sponsored by Amasutra. So make sure you follow that on Instagram as well. Amasutra Fest, Amapiano Afrobeat Soca Event Festival Concert, the works. Make sure you get that page a follow. Right. DJ Skayy, talk to us. Let us know firstly, Skayy, what is that short for and how did your journey into music begin?
So Skayy, it's the S and the K is my initials from my first and my middle name. So that's how I came up with the Skayy. But my journey from music is, I was a lover of house first. I always listened to house. Like I grew up listening to house, like South African house music and stuff like that. And then how I started DJing? Did you ask me?
Yeah, so first your love for music, where did that come from? And then tell us how you got into the DJing as well.
I think my mom, she's always the one blasting music and stuff like that. My older sisters always blasting music from like growing up, like going to like family parties, like hall parties and stuff like that. So like I've always been like dancing and all that stuff. So I've just loved music from then really. And then I think it's now like 2-3 years ago. I had a friend and he was just like, you just got to start DJing. You just got to do it. You just got to do it. Like, because I had the interest anyways, but he was just like, come and I'll teach you how to DJ. And then he taught me how to DJ. Like we had a night where he taught me, then I left it for a little bit. And then after that, I just, during lockdown, ended up buying myself a controller and then it was history from there really. I just taught myself during lockdown in the back garden, just every day, just trying different stuff.
Was this first start of the lockdown? Was this 2021 lockdown or 2020 lockdown?
2020 lockdown.
Okay, so bright and early doors, nice.
Yeah. So like it's just every day because there's nothing to do. So it was like, you know how other people were cooking and then other people going to gym and whatever people like, I think hobbies that people were coming up with. I ended up taking DJing as mine.
Oh, nice. I love that because I was one of them people that was cooking, trying new things, and spending money unnecessarily on Amazon. I bought like 3 different cocktail making sets till I found the perfect one. And I was like, yeah. And since 2021, I haven't made a cocktail. So it's just like I bought it and it's just there chilling, catching dust in the kitchen somewhere. So that's really dope. I love that it's been an authentic journey into the music. And it seems like a lot of people started in South African house. Like, so for those that are new to Amapiano or Ampiano, because I know there's slightly different pronunciations to the word, how long ago was it established? Where does it come from? Tell us the early beginnings, if you know, of Amapiano.
So for me, I started listening to Amapiano in like 2017, like somewhere like around 2017, but it wasn't as popular. It was just like the odd couple of songs, and the DJs at the time were mixing it with house. But like for me, Amapiano was just a big thing in Manchester. Like we had like strictly Amapiano because I'm from up north. We had strictly Amapiano events like from like 2018 or something like that. Like that's when we started properly listening to it. But it's different. Like some people say, so obviously it started in South Africa, but some people will say like Amapiano started in like 2015, 20 whatever. But I think for the UK in Manchester, it definitely started like 2017, 2018. And that's when I fell in love with the song, from like listening to Kabza and just stuff like that.
Thank you for that, because for someone like me who's Jamaican, I first heard of it and enjoyed it as Amapiano in 2020. I remember seeing the girl go viral on IG. She's got the whistle, she's got a hoodie on, she's in a big kind of like auditorium or cafeteria, and there's a group of them dancing, and she's leading the way, and she's doing it and doing the whole arm movement. And I was like, yeah, that is a vibe. That looks sick. I love that energy. Let me go buy a whistle, because from a Afro-Caribbean or Caribbean perspective, we're using a whistle mostly for carnival, for soca. So I'm just like, wait, if they're using a whistle for that and that sounds vibey and the heavy hitting bass, I can get down with that. I need to find out more about this. So then as it's gone viral, I'm seeing it more and more, and I'm thinking, where is this girl based? Like, is she in the UK? Is she in South Africa? Is she in America? I don't know, but the video keeps growing traction. So it's good to get that back history, and then even better to know that Manchester was already leading the way. So would you say there's a very strong Southern African presence community in Manchester?
Yeah, like it's huge. Like the Southern Africans in Manchester, there's a lot. But then like, and the surrounding areas. So when there's an event, like, I'm not sure about now, but like when there was an event, a Southern African event, people would come from Birmingham, people come from Leicester, people come from Leeds, like wherever. And then like Manchester was basically like the hotspot. And they used to do like an event every Sunday, like called Chillers.
Right.
So for that, so that people would go there like every weekend, and that's when people listen to Amapiano as well. But then it wasn't like, we could do a couple of hours, but it's not like now where you could do a strictly Amapiano event. But they'd mix it with a little bit of house and stuff. But that's where Amapiano became like a big thing.
Big thing. So what was that song, or those songs that made it go from being a few hours to now a whole night? Because this now is like, even for me, I'm going to all the Amapiano events, and I'm like, yeah, this is a vibe. I can be here all night. What, we're going for another hour? All right, cool, let's go. What, we're done already? No, we need to go. What's happening now? So how did the scene grow, or the music grow, from being a couple songs in a few mixes during a multi-genre event to, all right, we have a whole 4-5 hour event?
I think the producers just became a lot more like popular and a lot more consistent, and obviously like with the help of social media, like people finding out more songs, and like obviously because it was growing bigger in South Africa, you can find more mixes and more songs like online. So the DJs here at the time were finding those songs, and then I think it was just that, really a lot of help from social media.
Love that. So talk to us now about, you were up north. What brought you down to London, and how is that been? Because it's not, people think it's easy to just come from up north, the comfort of up north, and then come down to busy, hectic, loud London. How was that transition, and why did you come down to London?
Do you know what it is? I never really wanted to come to London. Like, it's always just too busy for me. Like, but I think a lot of it was I can't grow in that environment because it's too small, and it's just Southern African. Like, I feel like it's just Southern Africans in the north. So obviously when I was working with like Mix Solace and Room 28 and stuff, they're all Londoners. So it was more of a thing of when Leon first booked us for Amapiano and Chill, that was the first like proper booking that I had in London. And then from there, that's when I
Big
met
up,
like
big up the
everyone
whole team,
really.
big up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to that team. Big up Mix Solace, big up Amapiano and Chill team, big up Room 28 team. Okay, cool. So talk to us about that first time then. Let us know about that first event, that first Amapiano and Chill where you played. When was it? How was it? I see you're into the fashion as well. So was that a proper, like, you picked out a nice outfit? Like, tell us how that whole day went.
I feel like for the first Amapiano and Chill, I just didn't know how to take it. Like, obviously, I think I'd done a couple bookings before, but that was my first, like, where I felt like this is a proper booking, because me and Mix were the only DJs for the whole night, for the whole day, and like whatever. So from like 3 till 10. And like, I think it was crazy because that was my first experience knowing that, okay, people actually know some people actually know who I am. Because I had like these, like I had girls, like I'm friends with them now, like Vivian and stuff like that. But they knew me before I even knew them, so they were like SK, like da, 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 da,
Ah,
da. Like,
nice.
so that I think that was like my first turning point to say, you know what, like I think this is actually my thing. Like, but yeah, from there we did the second Amapiano channel, and I think that was better because then I was like, you know what, I need to get like, that's when I started doing the fashion stuff and like proper planning my outfits, proper planning my hair. Vivian, the girl that I met at the first Amapiano show, she's a makeup artist, so she did my makeup. So then from there, that's when I actually like really concentrated on like the SK brand and how I want to look and how I want to be presented and everything like that.
Love
Yeah.
that. Early on, building the brand already. We're not playing.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. Talk to us. All right. So now we're in London. You've done Amapiano and Chill. Second
Yeah.
time now. The crowd's grown.
Yeah.
How are your people back in Manchester taking that? Because it's not just an easy thing for them to say, oh, watch, our baby SK is gone now to the big old city of London and left us here in Manchester. So how is the feedback like at home in Manchester? Are they watching you? Are they giving you support? Are they coming down to London as well at this time?
They're not coming down to London, but I think at first it was just like they didn't really understand it and they didn't really get it because, to be fair, like in terms of up north bookings, I've only started getting them in what, like November. Like now I'm always up north. Like I don't even remember last time I was did a booking in London. Like
Mm.
now I think they see like the bigger picture. I feel like from before they just thought, oh, she thinks she's better now. She's just gone to London. Like, oh, it wasn't that. It's just I wasn't getting bookings up in the north. But I think they
Stop.
see it
Let's
now.
talk about that for a minute. Why does that happen to our people? Why is it that you gotta leave the comfort of home, the home base, spread your wings on your own, take that leap of faith, and then they're like, "Raw, she can fly, or she's flying. Let's bring her in." Why do you
Yeah.
think that happens? Because
Let's
it's
bring
it's
her
a it's
back.
a it's a seem that it's a trend that we seem to happen in every kind of industry. But do you feel like it's just
Yeah.
by chance, or is it that people just didn't rate the thing before?
I just think they didn't rate it because obviously they know me. They've known me from years. Like I grew up with a lot of these people, so obviously it's like, oh, all of a sudden she was DJing during like she was DJing at home. Now she's doing bookings. Like I don't think they got it or like seen
Mhm.
it. And obviously all this time there's already DJs there anyway, so I don't think they were looking to put anyone else on. But I think it was a good thing that I had the confidence to a whole new city and just try what's gonna happen there. But
And how
yeah,
did you settle in London? I love that. Big up yourself for that because again, it's not easy. Folks,
I haven't
don't
moved
get it
to London
twisted.
yet.
It's not an easy thing to just come down to London or even vice versa. It wouldn't be easy for a DJ to just go up to Manchester and say, yeah, I'm going to chill in Manchester for 6 months to a year and hope that I get some bookings here because I'm not getting any in London. It's not just an easy thing to do. So big up yourself and congrats to you. And how have
Oh,
you
thank you.
settled down now in London? Like, do you have family here? Did you have friends here already, or were you just hoping for the best
No,
completely?
I guess it was just a bit of a weird one because I think I'm just lucky because I'm such a social person anyway. Like I met like a lot of friends, like a lot of the people I know now, a lot of people that I speak to every single day are people that I've met through Amapiano in London. So I think they've made the journey like so much easier, like making relationships with different promoters, like other DJs, and like because everyone's quite friendly. So I think they've helped push my journey a lot. Like I don't feel nervous playing in London as much anymore because I know the people there and like I know the support that I have and the people that I have behind me.
Love that,
So,
love that. So London isn't so scary then. That's good, especially for the
nah.
Amapiano scene. Big up, big up. So for
Nah.
those of you that are watching, SK is telling us her journey, just giving us the back history of how she made a big move from Manchester down to London and how she settled in nice to London. This is the Doing It 365 podcast. It's sponsored by Amasutra. Make sure you check it out on Instagram and of course follow SK on Instagram and be sure to check out the new release. We're going to talk about that later. Trust the process.
Mm.
Let's get into the first big moment in London. So before you've gone back to Manchester now and started getting the bookings up north now, what was
Yeah.
that highlight moment or one of the first big moments for you in London after the second Amapiano show where you're like, you know what, yeah, I'm doing the right thing. Like this is it. It's paying
Uh,
off.
when me and Mix did the Major League, Like the major league, that was
Talk to us
that
about
was
that.
fun.
That was like what, nearly 1,000 people in that venue, 800
Yeah,
to a
like
thousand people.
like just the whole thing. I think, and I was so nervous before I played. Anyone that was there, like, because basically we had this apartment, so like when I got ready, anyone was there. We did a pray. I started crying. Like I was just so nervous about the whole. I don't know what it was. I feel like because I knew it was going to be a big day. Because a lot of things, I made a lot of connections that day too. Like I met a lot of people there
Hmm.
as well. But that was the craziest moment for me because me and Mix will play. Like as soon as I get on the decks, I'm fine. But it's just the process before. But
Yes.
we're playing. As soon as I got there, like I was fine. I was playing, and then I don't know if someone else pointed it out or I looked up, and then that's when we saw Mr. Jazik just watching, and we were just like, where did he come from? Like no one even knew that he because there was rumors that he wasn't going to come to the UK or blah 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 blah. So even just looking up and seeing him, like, and he was vibing to the set and he was enjoying, like that was definitely my highlight. Like that was a big moment.
Dope. From what I watched it online because I couldn't get a ticket. It was
Yeah,
so sold out, so quick, so ram. I begged, I
was quick.
pleaded, I tried to use the connections that I have. That it was virtually impossible to get a ticket. So
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of watching it via IG, and I enjoyed the set that you guys did back to back. That was a really dope
Mm,
set. To big up you two, and you lot
thank
could do
you.
you're very good at doing back to back sets together. I think you two are probably this like it's just not it just there's just something about that chemistry that's very nice to watch as well.
Yeah,
So that's dope. That was a nice event. That was really, really nice, man.
it
So
was
for
really
me, that was
good.
like, yo, Major League, this is a big moment. This is epic. Like, you can't get much bigger than this unless you were to do it like the balcony mix in South Africa with them. Like,
With
that's probably the next. That's probably the next bigger thing. Talk to us though
mm,
quickly about where like your family background. Like, are you from South Africa itself, or are you from Zimbabwe? Are you from Mozambique? Where
I was
exactly is
born
your
in
family background from?
I'm
Hmm?
half South African, half Zimbabwean. I was born in South
Ah,
Africa, but I speak a language called Ndebele, which is like it's more Zimbabwean, but it's like it's crossed over. Like it's similar to Zulu as well, which I understand but can't speak much of. But yeah,
okay.
it's and Zulu is in South Africa, but Ndebele is more Zimbabwean.
Okay, okay,
Mm.
I'm with you now. Because when I go to the events and people see me, they think, "Oh, are you Zim?" And I'm like, "No." So where you from? Like, by your energy, everything. And I'm like, "No, I'm Jamaican. I just like this music. It's
It's
captivating
just like
and it's gravitating. It's
yeah,
dope." So now I'm just like, okay, like I need to.
that's
I'm
what I
trying to
like about
learn
London
some of the
so much.
language because it's not because it's like
Yeah, that's what I
it's
like
one
about
thing to
London so
be.
much because they are I think
Hmm.
it's my internet. Sorry.
No,
um,
go on.
that's what I like about London so much because the like the crowd, you'll never know where anyone's from. Like there's like Nigerians, there's Ghanaians, there's Jamaicans, there's Congolese people. Like there's anyone can be listening to Amapiano in London, so that's why I
I
like it.
love it. Yeah, definitely. So I'm definitely so if there's anybody that's doing lessons in Zimbabwean language in Zulu,
I'm
please
sure
let
there's
me
some
know as well.
Instagram pages somewhere.
Yeah, because right now I'm learning the songs and I'm not trying to make any mistakes or say anything wrong. I can't be dancing with people and I'm trying to recite the lyrics and then I might say it in the wrong way. Then somebody just knocks me out. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm on the best terms with everybody when I'm getting the lyrics right down pat. Man, this is it's good to hear this. So you've done the major leagues. What did you do after? Like when you finished that set, you prayed before.
Yeah,
You had that prayer before. You had that, that, like you said, that cry where it's just like, right, this is it. Like I'm here.
yeah.
This is me. My moment. How did you feel after? Because
I was
to
so
get this
happy.
opportunity to then execute, while you're executing, you see Mr. Jazik, which is also another highlight again.
Yeah.
How do you feel after? Like, how do you deal with your emotions after?
I was just happy. Like I was so happy. Like I was so happy. I remember I had to rush in the back because my makeup from sweating, my makeup was gone up here. So like everyone was just like like fussing about, took some pictures. And then everything just happened really fast that day. Like, I can't remember how I really felt. I just remember feeling like that was such a good set. Everybody really enjoyed. Jazik was upstairs. We went upstairs. We met Jazik. Took pictures with him. Like it was just an amazing day. You know, it was a crazy day. And then everyone came because they filmed the balcony mix that day on the bus. So like everyone just arrived like after our set. So like Major League and everyone that was on the bus and like Amelia, like loads of people just arrived. It was really nice. Like to see like the people that were there for the whole journey as well. Everyone was like
Yeah,
partying together. Like it was really nice. It was a really good day. Really good night.
I love that. Speaking on a really good night, I'm looking in the comments now and shouts out the comments. The
I
comments
can't
are
see
hilarious
them.
right now. I'm gonna share some of them now. So there's one there, the People's DJ.
Oh, hi Alicia. That's my manager. That's one of.
SK stands for SK. Big up at the schools. Big up management. Man, there's people here saying the food and the vibes. There's nothing here like a Zim
Oh,
Hall party. So
yeah.
people, let me know about the Zim Hall parties. I need to get brought in. I've heard you lot's food is amazing. I need to try it. I
You
really need to try
do.
it.
You do.
Get me? So there's
It-
cake. Apparently there's some party going on that there's gonna be cake at as well. So management, Mims, let us know. Get me? Big up the Amapiano PR team as well. That is a good
Yes.
look. Yeah,
Yes.
man.
Yes.
Shouts out to
Yes.
everybody tuned in right now, giving love and giving us support. See, you're the people's champion, so it's only right we had you on the podcast. Definitely. We're trusting the process. Yeah, they're even saying, well, we hope you stay in London like permanently. Like, so talk to us now. Like, what are some of the would you stay in London? Would you be willing to bounce, like have your base in London and in Manchester, or are you only
Yeah.
gonna stay in Manchester now and treat London like a little quick holiday visit?
No, I'll probably stay in London at some point.
Right. I love the big up DJ Neo locked in.
But
See, they're saying we got you SK.
hey.
It's a good look. It's a good look. This is dope. This is dope. So how do you feel looking at the support you have now? I'm seeing it's a lot of women. It's a lot of your female friends. You said as well that it's been a lot of the friends that you've made are women as well. How do you feel about how much the scene has grown and taken on the women in the scene as well, like as movers and the shakers?
I feel like it's. I just love how like the women have come to like really push this thing. Whether like it's the dancers, the influencers, the DJs. Like for DJs, I think Amapiano has been massive because like there's so much like working together and just pushing it. Like it's something that we've managed to all come together.
Yes, I hear you about the coming together and pushing. 100%. 100%. 100%. That's a good look. That's a good look, man. Oh my god, people, this is why you have to definitely trust the process. Like her debut release track says, yeah, you're back now. So yeah, I was just yeah.
What happens when you're up north? The internet.
It's cool. That's right now. So yeah, go again. Tell us again about the how you feel the women in the scene are the movers and the shakers.
Yeah, I was saying like I think it's something we've managed to work together on and to push each other because so many people have like an influence on it, whether it's the DJs, the dancers, like there's so many female hosts now, like there's so many things. Like I just think I can't even describe it. Like I think it's amazing the support that we have for each other. Like it's crazy.
That's good. For me, one of the moments when I realized that the scene was really in a beautiful space and that the women were the forerunners was when I went to the Amapiano Boiler Room event in King's Cross.
Yeah.
That rooftop, seeing all the
Oh, that
ladies
was
just
so fun.
from running the door to liaising with the artists and the special guest DJs and
Yeah.
dancers, seeing the artist that herself be a woman and she's really good. Her name is Camo. Pardon me if I'm not saying her name properly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Kamo. And then her two dancers, wicked
Yeah.
energies, right? The host, I think her name is Cherise C. I
Sharice,
hope
yeah,
I'm saying that.
Sharice. Yeah, Sharice.
Again, phenomenal. DBNO Go Go. Oi! Her
Seven
set.
for great.
Listen. So for me, that's when I was like, yeah, you know what? To be in this space in the heart of London, going King's Cross, it's Amapiano. We're on a rooftop in one of the most fanciest hotels. It's a vibe.
Mm.
Drinks are flowing. It's South African music. Everyone's here on the same energy and agenda. What more can you ask for?
And the weather was good that day as well.
And the
It
weather was good that day as well. It was summertime. So you could
wasn't
just come out
hot.
in your t-shirt. You could have come out in a little light jacket and you feel nice. And the drinks were flowing. So
Yeah.
yes, definitely. Because as a Jamaican looking in and coming
Mm.
from a scene where it's dancehall and soca and those are predominantly male heavy,
Mm.
like you do notice when a scene lacks luster with the women, and now you go to another scene and it's like, wow, listen, nah, the women run the things here, the biggest DJs, some of the biggest promoters, they have the say, they carry the energy. Like it's just a beautiful
Yeah.
thing to see, and the managers as well, so organized. I feel like you can't go wrong with women on your team, and you're
Women are
testament to that now.
organized.
You're reaping the blessings and the fruits of your labor, and it's just showing through nicely in a great way.
Oh.
So talk to us now about trust in the process. Why that name for the song?
I think in terms of like my DJ journey, has been a lot of like just having to trust it because I remember there was a time, obviously, I'd done my thing during lockdown, doing like online sets and going on people's like online shows, Clubhouse. I was DJing on Clubhouse like 2, 3 times a week, every single week, trying to get my name out there. And then it's like when the world opened up again, I felt like everyone kind of forgot for a minute.
Mm,
Like everyone had gone back to the normal DJs that they were listening to before, and I really struggled with trying to get like, okay, when are my bookings gonna come and all these things. And then now it's like I was so blessed because more time there's not a weekend that I don't have a booking, or like I only have like one weekend off in the month. Like I think I really had to trust the process, because some people would have quit, like
yeah,
especially seeing everyone else around you now getting bookings, like because that's how I felt at some like early on, like just after lockdown. It was a lot, but I have to trust the process, guys. And I'm
definitely
still
do that.
trusting in it because I still want to be bigger. There's still more, like so much stuff that I want to do as well. So yeah.
And speaking of trusting that process, like to release a track so early on in your career is not an easy thing to do. So that's again showing that you're taking it to the next level, which we love to
Yeah.
see. And in terms of the production, were you involved in the production? Did you do all the songwriting yourself? How did you go about creating this track?
So the guy, they like main producer of it all, G Lane, he's from South Africa. So he like we have this group chat where they send like music, and so he must have like sent a song in the group chat and he was like, oh guys, this is like my song, like what do you guys think? And then we like started going back and forth about like different songs, and he'd sent me like different songs, blah 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 blah. And then from there, like with the advice that I was giving him about how I like to like what songs that I like and the whistle and stuff, it was sort of like co-producing like over the internet because he's in South Africa.
Hmm.
So that's how we ended up coming with the song and like the songs that we have. Like I'll be like, I like this, do this, or like this whistle needs to go on this bit, and like so that's just what it is. That's
Yeah,
how we came up with the whole thing.
dope, dope. I
But he's
love that.
amazing. He's amazing.
Get into your bag. Yeah, you mean get into the bag from early. I love that
Yeah.
because when I was watching a lot of the entertainers, I felt like you said, well, for most entertainers, DJs, hosts, artists, producers, the lockdown, the pandemic was like a pause. It forced everybody to stop and really reevaluate life and what it means for them and what their craft, their creative hobby, their passion project means to them, and whether they can continue it, whether they can sustain it, whether they need to revamp it. And a lot of people took the time to not do anything creative at all. They were busy just trying to stay afloat, keep their mental health going, just be sure of what the landscape ahead was going to look like. And I was
Mm.
very adamant. I said to them, listen, if you're an artist, you're a producer, you need to keep producing, because
Yeah.
the people need the music more now than ever before.
Mm.
That's the only saving grace. We can't go out and entertain ourselves like before. We don't have that luxury and that freedom to just say, yeah, there's 5 events on this weekend, I can go to at least 2 without even thinking. Now
Yeah.
you have nothing. So the music, the social media is that gateway, is that little source. And especially when everybody was forced to work from home. You're not used to being in your house so often and for so long. People enjoy the commute of listening to their favorite mix or songs on the way to work. They've got a playlist for on the way to work, playlist while they're at work, playlist when
Mm.
they're on the way home from work. So without all of this music now, it's like you've created a vacuum, a void that people are the noise is unbearable. So it's good
Mm.
to see that you took the opportunity to say, you know what, I'm gonna create something. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna spread my wings in this scene. So
And
it's
entertain
definitely
people.
it's definitely a good message, and it's not one to overlook. So people that are watching now, whatever journey you are on as well, trust the process. And this is
Literally.
kind of like why I'm so glad you're on as a guest, because that speaks a lot to the essence of this podcast, which is doing it 365, like doing something that you love regularly, consistently, day in, day out, year in, year out. You have to trust the process. You
Yeah.
have to trust yourself and know that God's going to make a way, your friends are going to make a way, and your diligence, your consistency in giving it your best will make that way, and you'll get the benefits at the end. So
Literally.
let's now talk about what are the plans, or what are the future plans now, because we've gotten some amazing mixes from you in person, some of the
Yeah.
biggest events you've done. You've released a track. What's the plans for going forward in Manchester? So let's go back home now. Now you're in the Midlands. So now you're back up north. You've
Yeah.
been getting quite a few bookings up north. What's the plan? So how are you gonna now, 2022? How are you gonna set yourself or rebuild yourself in the Manchester up north scene?
So I don't know if you've seen like the mixes that I did at Amapiano and Chill, and like the recorded mixes. So basically, I want to do that in like every single city and make that a thing. Like, so probably just do like live mixes in Manchester. I'm not really sure what Manchester has for me at the moment, though. I think we'll see. We'll see what they have to offer.
Right,
I'm
because
not
it's
sure.
looking good. You're busy. Tell us where you're gonna be this month. Just tell us a few of the bookings you have for this month. Because when I checked your IG earlier this week and today, I was like, man, is she gonna be able to even do the interview today? Because she gonna need all the rest she can get.
Nah, I'm doing on Saturday. I'm going to Leicester. I've got my friends that are doing an event there, so I've got a booking in. I've got a booking in Leicester, and then next week. What date is it next week? Is it the 19th?
19th, yeah.
I'm a piano and chill next week, so I'll be in London next week. Then the week after that, I'll be in Manchester, and then I got nominated for an award. So the day after that, I'll be going to that and see if I can bring it home.
See if you can bring it home. What was that award for? Let us know.
Female DJ of the year.
Ooh,
Yeah.
right. Let's talk. Let's get into that. Who are some of your favorite female DJs
As in
in
in UK.
in the UK? In the UK.
Nikki Summers. I
Big
like
up
Dua. I
Nikki.
love the way she plays house. I love
Mhm.
Golden. I like the way Golden Lady plays. I like. You put me on the spot now because I'm gonna forget some big names. Who else I like?
It's don't worry. All the ladies are amazing in their own right and in their own way, but your favorite, like quick. We're gonna do some quick fire questions as well. So
I
this is
don't
just the start
want
of
to answer that question.
it. So okay, we're gonna go with those three: Nikki Summers, Duo, and Golden Lady.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next, your top five your top 5 Amapiano songs for 2021.
Okay, cool.
And you can't include Trust the Process.
2021 was a long year for Amapiano, you know. I think 6-6 definitely had me in an absolute chokehold at some point. 10-1 had me also like towards the end of the year. Top 5. John Wick, how can I forget that? John Wick had me for literally about most of the year. What else? I don't know my other top ones though. My mind's gone blank.
You gotta give us one more at least. One more. People in the comments, comment as well. Let us know what are some of your favorite tracks for 2021.
What else did I have? I had a lot, you know. I feel like there's so many that I can't even think.
Have you said Adewale? You said Adewale?
Oh my god, yes, Adewale.
How can you forget Adewale?
Adewale, oh my god, Cash, Devon Goga had me as well. Cash had me. Like, yeah, that's 5. That's 5.
That's 5? All right.
Yeah,
cool.
Adewale definitely had me. How do I forget that?
Mate, it's there's a lot. Like when you look at the catalog, like it's not easy. It's not easy. But I feel
like even
I definitely
for
feel like
certain songs, and then a couple months after that, there's another like crazy song that comes out. Like it's crazy, like how fast the producers are producing. It's crazy
because the masses are hungry. Do you see Amapiano changing and evolving anytime soon? Because we notice with global genres, because we can say, I feel like it's safe to say that it's a global genre now, or it's on the way to being a global genre now. They evolve over time. So like dancehall doesn't sound like how it sounds now. It's not how it sounded in 2010, and then even in 1999 and then 1990. So do you think Amapiano is going to evolve and become diverse? Is it going to start incorporating itself with other genres? Like, you know how, for me, I can hear how Amapiano and soca are very similar, especially with the use of the whistle. So do you think like how we have Afro soca, will we get some Amapiano and soca refixes? Like I know the Denise Belfont Put Your Back in It is there with the Amapiano already, but what else do you think? Is there a possibility for that to help the genre grow even more and really cement itself in the high rankings like how Afrobeats is now with reggae and dancehall and soca, hip hop, R&B, even drill?
I think it's already it's definitely already evolved. Like the Amapiano in 2017 and the Amapiano in 2022 sounds completely different. Like it's been evolving, like it's been changing, and I think someone who's like the leader of that, the two people that are the leaders of that at the moment is definitely Cabs and Matoriza. I did love Adewale, she's right. They control, like you see the song Abalele, like they slowed it back down from the whistles, like the whistles are crazy now, like from 6-6 to like all the way that fellow Lati and Mellow and Sleazy, like all those whistles and that Bacardi. So that comes from a genre called Bacardi, which is a South African genre as well. So they've incorporated Bacardi into Amapiano. And then and then I think Major League did something, a remix of a UK artist, I can't remember her name. Like, so I think it is evolving, like they're involving different people now, like with the whole, even like Davido coming into it, like
the focalistic, the champion sound,
sound, and Keystar and stuff like that. Like it is evolving. Like even though it seems like it's a bit slowly, but I think it's because people have to catch up. Because I think now people are like jumping on it more, but it has been evolving.
I love that. And special shouts out to Major Leagues again, because they did basically an Amapiano World Tour. They've been all over Europe with it. They've been America with it. They've been all over Africa with it. I'm just waiting for them. I'm just waiting for them to do a balcony mix in Jamaica. I can see it now. They're just on one. They're just in one nice mansion with a big Kingston view, pool in the
Yeah.
background. They've got the equipment set up. Coffee's there. Chronics is there. Hopefully, Vibes Cartel is free. So Vibes Cartel might just be there vibing. Popcorn is definitely gonna be there
Yeah.
with his
I think
hair
it
up
was
in
amazing.
in the single plats. It's a vibe, and it'll
No,
be
it's
great to
crazy.
see more of you, more of the women. I'd love to see like a UK All Star female tour. You guys just go
Yeah.
city to city doing like a weekend of shows, like a
That'd be
daytime
crazy,
party,
yeah. You
a
might be onto
nighttime
something
party.
there.
Yeah.
You might be onto something there.
So whichever promoters want to link up and do that, hit me up in the DMs. I'm a Sutra Fest on IG. Let's make that happen. Like that would be dope.
That will be.
There's so much. You're right. There's actually so much that is still left to do. It's evolving very quickly, and even for me, that's a new listener. I'm only 2 years in. I can hear the difference, but I appreciate the history as well because now that you're breaking it down, it's come from Bacardi. Apparently, there's some elements of it that come from Guam. Pardon me if I'm
Yeah.
not pronounce it properly. Then there's for me, there's some of the songs sound like soulful house, like
Yeah.
soulful South African
Yeah.
house as well. So that's what really drew me in because I was like, I remember back in the days of like 2009, 2010, 2008, when funky house was big, and then you'd have tribal house and soulful house, and you used to go to the events in cardigan and chinos
She knows.
Vans, exactly, and you'd be dancing all night to funky house and soulful house and tribal house, and then tribal skank. So then when I
Yeah.
hear it now, I'm like, raw, this is like fish go deep and then black coffee, realizing that raw, this guy, I was listening to all of his songs and not realizing that it's actually South African house.
House.
My
Yeah.
brother was a bouncer back in the day as well, so we used to go to places like Z Bar in Brixton and be vibing to the music. I'm like, right, yeah, this is all right still. And now to see it
Yeah.
come full circle is a beautiful thing. So
I feel like that's why people like Amapiano so much though, because it reminds them of Funky House.
Mhm.
It's very
Yes, and
similar.
then the funky house host can really get into it, and yeah, it's bringing back it's nostalgia with a nice blend of newness. So that's
Yeah.
pretty dope. What are the plans for you back home in South Africa and in Zimbabwe? Like any shows there? Any plans to go there this year? When last did you go home?
I haven't been since I've come, but I've got a trip planned this year, so I just need to confirm like who's gonna book me. But yeah, I've got a trip planned.
Promoters, if you're listening, anybody that knows them out there, make sure you have SK on the lineup for sure. Send this link to them right now. Make them tune in right now and watch the video.
Yeah, I've got a trip there planned this year, so I'm definitely going this year. So that's gonna be really good. And then I'm going to spend a week in Zimbabwe as well, so we'll see what happens there too.
That's a vibe. That's a vibe. Future plans still. So we have the Trust the Process. That's the debut single.
Yeah.
Who are some DJs or producers you'd love to work with this year? Or you have a pipe or that you already have in the pipeline?
I want to work with. I would love to do something like with Mellow and Sleazy. I'd love to do something. Obviously, that ultimate goal would be do something with Cabs the Small or My Forester. That would be like, because they are the kings of this genre. Like, I would love that. I'd love to do something with Mellow and Sleazy because a lot of my sound, a lot of music that I like is very similar to that. So yeah, I haven't got anything in the works with them yet though, but
exactly. ready. We're speaking it into existence for sure. That's a dope. Who are what's your songs for you right now this year? We're only like 6 to 8 weeks into the year, but what are the songs right now that you're loving for 2022?
What am I loving?
Yeah, man. What are you loving? What are some of the songs that are really getting you going right now and that you're anxious for people to really get familiar with? And when they hear it out in the clubs, they're gonna start moving and vibing and just letting it take them to a higher place. What are some of those songs? And of course, folks, make sure you're sharing this video, man. I'm actually commenting as well. Keep commenting. Subscribe as well to the channel. We've got a lot of more interviews to come. We're going to be speaking to all of the Amapiano scene as well, both locally and abroad. I've already done the last episode with DJ Josie from Tanzania, so make sure you check that out. It's a vibe. It's a pleasure, man. This is the Doing It 365 podcast. We're here just speaking to all the movers and the shakers in every sense of the word. DJs, producers, artists, event organizers, you name it. We want to talk to you. We want to find out how you have been surviving through the pandemic and what your plans are going forward as well, because it's only right that we help each other to build back our industries in the different respectives. So make sure you take a moment to subscribe to the channel as well. Check back the last episodes, see what you like, see if you liked any of them, what you liked, and make sure you share this video to someone else, especially if they're an Amapiano lover. And of course, remember, this episode is sponsored by Amasutra Fest. Make sure you follow them on Instagram to see what the next events are. The next event is, I can tell you right now already, is the 16th of April. All ladies special. Who knows? SK might be there. So make sure you are there as well. Man, we're going to have a wicked time. And shout out to all the people in the comments as well. Let me share some of the comments. Let's see what's going on in the comments, because you guys have been giving me vibes. You're right, Etsy. Ladies run the world, for sure, for sure. That's right. The clubhouse stays as well. Big up DJ Neil. Yeah, man. As I said, a lot of the DJs have utilized all the different apps and the platforms to their advantage. So it's really good. It's really dope. It's a beautiful thing to see that we're just making sure and making use of everything possible to ensure that the creativity doesn't falter, doesn't die down. It's a fact. It's a fact. Big facts, big facts. So yeah. My goodness. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. So yeah, people. That's a good look. So we're gonna wrap it up there. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Please, please, please remember, if you haven't streamed it, if you haven't bought it yet, buy Trust the Process by SK. Please make sure, keep supporting the ladies, keep supporting the scene. I've been your host, Sir Influential, out of Flags 365 and Amateur Fest. Make sure you follow Amateur Fest on Instagram, and of course, follow SK on Instagram. She is back.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Here we go. I was just about to wrap up, but yeah, continue. Let us know. Let us know.
What was I even saying?
You were saying your plans for 2022, both here and back home.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go back home some point this year, and then for this year, I want to launch some more music. I'm gonna release some more music over the next couple of months. I'm gonna do some more video shoots, and we're doing more YouTube stuff, more like fashion stuff and all that stuff. It's gonna be a big year.
We love that. Tell us what's your YouTube name so they can see it and search it and find it.
It should just be SK. The way it's
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, so yeah, Ades was saying, part 2. Ades, it's a pleasure having you guys, and I thank you for having me. Like, I'm coming into you guys' culture and learning, enjoying, absorbing it. I've had the pleasure of going to South Africa once for uni. Yeah, I went for uni just to do some veterinary stuff, and I went and checked out the Kruger National Park, stayed with a host family. So to be now in the culture like this in a whole different way is a beautiful feeling, and I'm not just to go to South Africa and be like, okay, cool, let me take it in now that it's thriving, it's bubbling, it's vibing. So yeah, it's a good look. This is a beautiful thing. So yeah, people, make sure keep supporting old women that are doing great things in the scene. And yeah, we're gonna keep pushing, we're gonna keep striving. Look out for SK. Yeah, I was telling them, SK, the ladies special for the 16th of April, Amasutra. You're very likely to be there if you're not booked up already. So watch out for that. There's a lot more to come. So there's a lot of events. And yeah, we want to see more of you on the YouTube. Keep giving us the fashion as well. Who are some of your, all right, before you go as well, another couple more questions.
Yeah.
Who are some of your fashion inspirations? It could be your people in your circle or outside of your circle, artists, celebrities, other fashionistas, other DJs.
So the first stylist I had here was Diana. I really like the way Diana dresses. I forgot what Diana's last name is, but I'm sure you've seen her. She comes to some of the events. So yeah, Diana. I love like TXC because I love the way they can switch it up. So sometimes they wear the casual stuff, like stuff that I like to wear, and they can switch it up to the dresses and stuff that I like to wear as well. So I really like their outfits and how they complement each other. So like sometimes they won't be wearing the exact same thing, but they'll be wearing like similar
Yes.
patterns or whatever. Uncle Waffles, but I don't have Uncle Waffles' body, so sometimes I can't wear some of the things that she wears. But she like I like
I
the stuff
hear
she
you.
wears.
I hear you.
I like some of the stuff that she wears too. I think like she really knows how to dress for her her body as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I get styles from everywhere. Like Instagram is a big thing. Like maybe I like this top from someone and these bottoms and blah blah blah. So yeah.
We love that. We love that. Well, yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up there. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. This has been a fantastic evening. Like, it's good to learn the backstory and see people's growth and development. And I can't wait to speak to you again in like a couple months' time or a year's time where you've gone up to our next level. You know, it's only right. It's a blessing. So, as DJ Neo said, we're pushing P, definitely, without
Piano
a doubt.
for
It's been a
real.
pleasure. Pushing P, we're pushing piano, literally 110%. So, DJ SK, thank you very much for your time. It's been a
For
pleasure.
having me.
Make Make sure, folks, again, please take a moment, share this video to someone that loves Amapiano, that loves DJ SK as much as we do, whether they're in London, in Africa, in the Caribbean, in Manchester. Share this video. And of course, follow on Instagram, download, stream it. DJs get in the playlist. And who knows, we might get a new track sometime in March or April from her. So
Yeah.
let's keep our eyes and our ears to the music. This is Doing It 365 podcast. I've been your host, Influential. Peace.
Thank you.